Kia ora, I'm Murph, I'm the scientist and a lecturer here at the BHU, and we're back at our integrated pest management and mesh trial. So we're going to shortly be having Dr. Paul Horne from IPM Technologies in Australia visiting here, but we'll just have a look at the crop before he arrives. So over here on the right, I've just pulled back the mesh crop covers from the potato crop. It is a little bit weedy in here, but we kind of were up against it. I'm getting organised, and these are the uncovered ones. And I was looking at these uncovered ones earlier today and kind of thinking, they kind of don't look too flash. Not a lot of foliage on them. You can see through to the soil, and the leaves are all curled up. And then I pulled off the mesh, and this is where the mesh is. There's a few more weeds because it tends to make a better growing environment. And they're actually looking very similar, so I'm a bit surprised. And there's a bit of blight showing here as well. All this wet weather we've been having will have been ideal for blight. But we've got a few agria. We'll go up and have a look at those next. So these are the agria here. I hope you can see this side by side. If I can get this camera to stay a wee bit still. The agria is a much bigger potato. It's also got blight on it as well, probably a bit more. This other variety I think is Paula. I'd have to check. It's a new variety. It's supposed to be very good for cooking, very tasty. But the agria here, we don't have any agria under mesh, and I would have expected to see a bigger difference there.
Hi, I'm Paula Lleras from Potatoes New Zealand. I'm the R&D project manager. As part of the Canterbury Laboribacter initiative, we have decided to run a project, an IPM project, where we are trying to run a commercial potato paddock completely following an IPM. So we decided to bring over Paul Horne from Australia, and together with Bioeconomy Science Institute, we are doing weekly scouting from the beginning of the crop growth until the end, and just to making sure that we can grow a commercial crop with a good quality and low incidence of zebra chip.
So my name's Paul Horne. I'm an entomologist, and I'm based just out of Melbourne in Victoria, Australia. And I've come over to make some regular visits to help out with a trial in potatoes to see if we can use an IPM approach rather than a pesticide-based approach to control tomato-potato psyllid in potatoes. And the trial has been going on since about late October and is due to finish in mid-March.
And what levels of psyllid have you been finding in the trial?
So the trial is one commercial paddock. So it's not a replicated trial using lots of sites, but we're able to compare what we're finding there with what's going on in other commercial crops. So far we've been finding, so far we've hardly used any insecticides compared to the normal program. And we haven't seen any large numbers of psyllids, and it's only been in the last 2 weeks that we've actually found any numbers that we're concerned about. So there's been a lot of beneficial insects. They're dropping off at the moment, but the idea of an IPM approach is that we don't intervene with insecticides if we think the beneficial insects and the cultural controls are keeping up. And so far that's been the case, but we're just having to put the first insecticides on at the moment.
Great, thank you very much, Paul. Well, thanks very much to Paula and Paul. They're from Potatoes New Zealand and IPM Technologies in Australia. And also Dr. Peter Wilhelm Hendricks at Lincoln University, who we actually principally grew this plot of potatoes for demonstration to the university students. So it's been really great being able to work with all three of them and be involved with industry projects. So I hope you found this interesting, and we'll see you on the next one.